All right. So Meghan, you got into the whole Kempsville Entrepreneurship and Business Academy. How did that whole thing come about?
Oh, well, we have a visionary of a superintendent in Aaron Spence, who really wanted to create an entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Virginia Beach to help drive, small businesses, new businesses, to really just teach entrepreneurship to young students. And so, in cooperation with him and our school board, this academy was brought to life. We were given the opportunity to be a part of it. My background was a marketing teacher, and I just happened to have the administrative background as well. And they were looking for someone who also knew Kempsville, because our school has been around for a while, but it was one of like 3 that didn't have an academy program, and they were targeting us specifically for this program. And so it was just a great fit. And I've really been here since we proposed the program back in October of 2015. And we've had approval since then. And we've done everything that we said we were going to do, even through COVID. So I'm in my 6th year, but we're in our 5th year of having students in a program.
And is the academy doing something unique to all the other cities and counties in the area? Is Virginia Beach the only one that has something like that? And can you very briefly explain what an academy is?
Yeah, so we're not the only ones. There are some academies in some of our surrounding cities, but academies in Virginia Beach are basically programs at high schools, where they're a school within a school where students apply and they get in, and they can live anywhere in the city but be a part of these programs. And we have 8 in Virginia Beach, aligned with our high schools.
If I had to ask you what all 8 were, could you do that?
Yeah, I can't. I actually been working with the other coordinators this morning, so I actually probably could.
I'm not going to make you do that. We're not going to put you onto the test today.
Thank you.
At least not with that. Tim?
Well, I was waiting to hear all 8, but I'm just kidding. No, so what's the size of the class in terms of the academy size?
How many students do we currently have? Yeah. We have 9 through 12. We have about 440 students in our program right now. 500 is our max. I can have 125 per class. So
a class is like a grade?
A grade level, yeah. So 9th graders, 125. And we lose based on, people move out of the area, it fluctuates. People decide they're interested in something else.
How dare them move?
I know. This is so applicable no matter what you want to do in life.
Sure.
So Ashley, how old? Actually, I'm not supposed to do this. Okay, so when I went to high school, the closest thing they had was maybe an extracurricular thing like a DECA. Maybe they taught economics or something like that. I know Tim didn't have this when he was in school because he and I have talked about it before. But Ashley, Meghan, did they have anything like this when you guys went through school?
So yeah, we had marketing, we had fashion marketing, and Miss Timlin was my, we have leadership and development. And so I took marketing in high school. That's kind of what got me interested in this. And what made me decide I wanted to teach marketing. And Miss Timlin was one of the marketing teachers at the time when I was in school.
You don't look thrilled by that comment, Meghan.
It's okay. You know what? I hire a lot of people who were my former students. I'm hoping to hire Mayana one day. Not that I wouldn't hire Tiana or Evan, but I have a feeling they're going to be doing other things. But I like to hire people I know and I've worked with, and Ashley's a great hire.
Did you go to school in Virginia Beach, Ashley?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually here at Kempsville.
Wow, that's
We're all Kempsville grads, or will be, Evan.
That is very unique to go back and teach at the place where you walked the high schools. Wow, interesting. Okay, so I'm interested in whether or not entrepreneurship can be taught, period. What are your thoughts? Anyone can answer.
Well,
okay, I think
girls want to answer.
I definitely think it can be taught. We were in Miss Houghton's strand, and I've always been outspoken, but I can honestly say if it was not for the academy, we wouldn't have BCI. I would not be where I am today. Entrepreneurship can definitely be taught. We have a medium successful business. We're getting there. And they kind of taught us everything we know as far as running a business and how to network and what to do. They taught us to always take every opportunity given to you. And I feel like that's the most important part about entrepreneurship.
Yeah, because entrepreneurship is not just a career. It's more so of a lifestyle.
I was about to say as a lifestyle.
All the skills that you kind of gather and embed while learning it, it becomes like you can take that for the long run. Like I'm in insurance right now. And most of the things that I've learned in entrepreneur, I watch my boss and how she operates her business, and she's an entrepreneur. And it's like all those skills is like it's being re-implemented in the things that I do in my everyday life. So it's not just a career; it's a lifestyle. So.
Yes.
And BCI is what? That's your organization. Tell me, what do the 3 letters stand for?
It stands for Build, Care, Inspire. It's a summer camp for kids with incarcerated and deceased parents.
And,
Yes.
And how did that whole thing come about?
Ooh, okay.
The quick.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, we were in the entrepreneurship and innovation strand. So 10th grade, it was 4 of us. The camp made no sense. We went to pitch night. It was so horrible. Me and Mayana decided to continue. The funniest part about how BCI got started is we brung Miss Timlin $1,000 in a shoebox, and she told us to hurry up and put it in the bank. But we bootstrapped the money to get it started, and yeah, we changed the name and we just kept going.
What do you mean you had it in a shoebox? Like you would raise that money or something?
Yeah,
Yes, it was cash.
Yeah, to move forward into the next, I guess you say next section of the entrepreneurship and innovation strand, you had to bootstrap $1,000 by a certain date. So me and Mayana set up shop at my mom's restaurant, and we sold slushies for about 3 weeks, and we raised $1,000 and we put it in a shoebox and we brought it to Kempsville.
Hey,
We don't recommend or teach that method. I told them to immediately go to a bank from here.
Yes, you did.
But even that's a valuable lesson. You open your business bank account, and you all are more successful than most people that are trying to start a business. They don't even hit their $1,000 mark.
I mean, like just having the, the drive to try to reach a dollar amount of that, even though you guys might say it's, not a lot of money, or maybe it's a ton of money. Like most people will find an excuse as to not even trying to make $1, whether or not that ever becomes $1,000, $10,000, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, etc. So that's very cool.
So
Evan.
Ivan, sort of piggybacking off what they had to say. I think that in terms of like, can entrepreneurship be taught or not? I think that entrepreneurship, or sort of the idea is it's more of a mindset, really. Like what they said, sort of it being a lifestyle. I think that just sort of the ideas can be introduced to students. But again, it is like up to the students to determine if like that's something they want to, go through and do. I can attest that there are plenty of students in Miss Houchin's class and my class that have definitely been influenced by the ideas that they've, but the teachers have put forward. But I can also say that there are students who are, more so apathetic about sort of entrepreneurship. And so I think that it's sort of like up to the students to be equally receptive to the ideas. So,
I think that's great, because I think my guess is Ashley, Megan, myself, and Tim all grew up in the path that we were told to go. My guess is that was go to school, go to college, then from college, go get a job and work yourself up. And then you do that path. Right. And so that to me is something that in the last 10 years or so, I think because of Shark Tank becoming this show, has really glorified entrepreneurship and made it very popular, buzzwords that people would get into something like this. And so I think that's great that people can have that mindset, think entrepreneurially, where before it was, hey, go work for the man and do this, when actually now the world is saying, be your own, the man, if you will.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm curious.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Tim.
No, I was just curious.
Eddie, that's all, folks. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
I just think it's really, for us, it's about exposure for the students. And I think Evan hit on it. Like, some of our students come here and they realize that that this is not what they want to do. And I feel like that's just as important as figuring out what it is you do want to do. And so our job is to really expose them to a lot of different opportunities and what entrepreneurship could look like, because it looks very different depending on what you choose to do.
One of the big things that we don't ever want to see anyone fail, but if you're going to fail fast, so that you're don't empty your bank account in the process of doing it and waste a ton of time in the process. So that's huge. The question that I had is do most of the students, is there like a waiting list almost to get involved in this program, or how was it beginning the academy, or can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we have a waiting list each year of students who apply and want to get in. Our application numbers over the last 5 years have steadily increased, which is great for us. I will say really big. When we first started, that first class that TT or Tiana and Mayana were a part of, we had large numbers and a lot of kids that really wanted to be a part of it, and that's steadily increased over time. And we accept more than 125 to get to our 125, since there is competition in our market, as there's 8 other programs that students can be a part of here in Virginia Beach. But our goal is to get to 125, and we have students on a waiting list to get into this current class based on numbers. So